The report just posted online. We have the details of what it says. I'm going to go to our justice correspondent, Evan Perez. And Evan, it says the techniques were not effective. And not only that, it says what they were doing, the CIA, was misrepresented to the government at the time.
That's right, John. As I mentioned, this is going to be pretty dark for the CIA because, all along they've said that this program produced valuable intelligence. This report that's been done by the Senate Democrats, which looked at 6 million pages of documents of the CIA, is concluding otherwise. It concludes, first of all, there's a bunch of new headlines. The Senate found that there were at least 119 prisoners who went through the CIA program. That's a bigger number than we've ever known. The CIA has previously only said about 100. We know that about a third of them were subjected to what the CIA has called enhanced interrogation tactics, EITs. This is what a lot of people call torture. This is waterboarding, slapping, sleep deprivation, other things, cold temperatures. We know that some prisoners died as a result of all these tactics. Let me just read to you the main finding from the Senate, that the enhanced interrogations did not produce otherwise unavailable information necessary to save lives. Now that's going to be something that the CIA is going to push back very hard on, because they believe that people in the Bush administration and the CIA believe that this program did save lives. They say that it's a program they disavowed, that they would never do this again, and that it was wrong. But they say you cannot say that it did not produce valuable intelligence, and also that it's unknowable whether it could have been gotten otherwise. As you mentioned, the findings are that the program was ineffective, that the CIA misled the White House, that it misled Congress, it misled the Justice Department about exactly what it was doing, that the program was far more brutal in the tactics that were being used against some of these detainees. We know that one detainee at one location died after he was held naked for days, chained to a wall, and that he died of hypothermia, for example. So that's another finding in this report. We also are told from the report that the program produced inaccurate information. It led to the FBI and the CIA having to chase down leads that turned out to be nothing, because people misread information, because, for example, Khaled Sheikh Mohammed, while he was being waterboarded, admitted to things that the CIA wanted it to admit to, which turned out to be false and not true. So again, these are some very ugly findings that we expect. We have a bunch of people here at CNN poring over the details of this report. We'll expect to have some more.
And Evan, stick around. We do want to welcome our viewers here in the United States and around the world. We are just now getting the details of what is inside the Senate Intelligence Committee report on CIA techniques to get information from terror suspects during the Bush administration. Evan Perez, our justice correspondent, just outlined what some of the techniques were. Harsher than the administration was told at the time, misrepresented. Evan just reported to the administration at the time. And Evan, also inside this report, there is an open question about what the CIA was telling the president, whether the president in fact knew what the CIA was doing at some of these black sites.
That's right, John. I mean, that's something that I think we're going to end the day here without really knowing the full answer. We know that President Bush, in his own biography, says that he knew full well what was going on. He was in control and he authorized this program. We know that the Justice Department authorized this program. However, the CIA documents don't indicate that he was ever briefed until 2006. So while a lot of the abuses that are described in this report are going on, 2002 to 2003, 2004, the president was not being briefed. We know that at some point the CIA was preparing to brief some of the top officials in the Bush administration, but then they decided not to, in part because, according to some of the documents, they were afraid that it was going to leak, and in particular that Colin Powell would blow his lid, is what I think is one description of this, the way how this was described in reaction to what was being done.